Hey, how's it going? Rich from Elk Endeavors. Hey, today I wanted to offer you a financial well-being template that was created by a friend of mine named Natalie. I used to work with her husband Joe, and they really made this template available to me. And now I wanted to make it available to you because I think it's really, I mean, it is very, very powerful, and it's going to be extremely helpful to you as you build your financial blueprint and kind of recreate your money mindset and your financial blueprint. And it's, like I said, it's really, really powerful. So stay to the end of the video, and I'll let you know how to get the blueprint. I mean the template, and we'll go ahead and get started. So if you like what I have to say, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, please get back to me. All right, so I am going to share my screen, and I'm going to go here. All right, so this is the financial, I call it the financial well-being template because, like I said, it can really help you with your finances and how you do things and how you have an outlook for things, in the future. And this is what I mean by this. So you can see the entire thing. I've hidden some cells here, but you can see the entire thing here. And what I'll start with is looking at the date, okay? And the beauty of this and the way that this thing works is just amazing because all the calculations are there. You'll be able to do everything you need to and just follow these instructions and refer back to them once you get the template. It's really not that hard. All the hard work is done in terms of the creation of this template. But if you have any questions, please, refer back to this video or get back to me. I'm happy to answer any questions. All right. So the first thing is what I have is my the pay dates, right? So you have, most people get paid every other week, and I get paid, or I got paid on the 13th. So I already have it in here. I didn't know how to, I didn't know how to take it away. But I wanted to show you this, okay? So, and I know I'm just rewriting the dates in here, whoops, this is really important. And this is really the power of this whole template comes in this, okay? So if you take your mouse and you select 3 cells, and then I'm gonna move my screen here, you can't see that, and then you move it across, I can predict, or I can have it go all the way through December 22nd, okay, of 2021, okay? That's how far this thing can go out, like 5 years if you wanted to, or however, infinitely. But I just, for illustration purposes, December 22nd is the last payday of 2021, so I can get through the entirety of 2020 and then the entirety of 2021 in terms of pay, and keep track of my checking account. And the beauty of this, and the most important thing here, is that which you'll see is how much this how much you will be able to account for what you have. Okay, so let's say like every 2 weeks you net $2,000. Okay, so what you can do is you put in the paycheck one, you net $2,000. Okay, and then you just go here. This is every week you do this. Okay, so if you don't get any raises or anything, everything stays the same at $2,000. You can select 3 of them, drag that across, and now you've got $84,000 in the bank account. If you have no expenses and you don't spend any money, you have $84,000 in the bank account by the end of 2021. Okay, but we all know that that's not the way it works. So we'll go ahead and take a look at it. But you can see that every month, or every week, or every other week, excuse me, it adds $2,000. Okay, so you go here, and then this adds up to $4,000. This adds up to $6,000. All that happens automatically. So if I just went, whoops, if I went $1,000, watch this down here. Okay. All right. So if I now it changed to $3,000, $5,000. Now we only have $85,000 at the end of the 2020 year instead of $86,000. So I'm going to change this back to $2,000. But pretty cool, in terms of how this works. All right, so this is probably the most important thing I'll say during this video. So just pay attention here. What I'd like you to do once you're transitioning into this template, this financial well-being template, you want to kind of make sure that your checking account is sort of zeroed out. Okay, and what I mean by that is that you'll take a couple days where you don't have any debits. You don't use a debit card. Don't write any checks. Make sure the checks have cleared. And then put in exactly the amount that you have in your bank account. So let's say you have a balance of $100. Okay, you'll put that in, and that way it'll go up to $2,100 here. You put that in, and that way you know exactly how much money you have in your checking account and how you can project throughout the year. All right, so here we have the car. Like, let's say you have car insurance, okay? And there's things here that I have hidden just to help with with your ability to view. I don't know why these aren't high. So yeah, like if I was getting my hair cut every 10 weeks, that's something. But just so you know, there's more cells. I wouldn't delete any cells. I would just rename them. Okay, so I don't have my that was in from Natalie and Joe. I don't get my hair cut every 10 weeks. I haven't gotten it cut in like 4 months because of the virus. But that's something that I could replace with I don't know, Sirius XM, right? If I had a satellite radio account. All right, so if you go to car insurance, and let's say your car insurance is monthly, and it's taken out on the 24th of the month, and let's say it's $140. Okay, so you put the minus sign in, okay, and then watch what it'll do is turn red and put in parentheses. Okay, and that's a debit, and then you can see it subtracts that. Okay, so that monthly expense, it's going to come on the 24th. Okay, so if you see the 24th is before the 27th, so you need to know that the money's going to be in the account, so you leave it in the 13th paycheck. Okay, because if you put it in the 27th paycheck, then it's going to be, you're not going to have the money in the, well, you probably have the money in the bank account, but you're not accounting for it correctly. Okay, but then you have it, that's every other week or every other paycheck. So you just go across, and this is how you copy, copy, and then paste, and then paste, and you just pay the car insurance, and you have it on automatic payment plan, and you just go all the way through to 2021. And if it changes, at the beginning of the next year, then you just change it. But you can pretty much forecast out using this. Okay, so then you go back to the car payment. And a car payment, usually comes at the beginning of the month. Okay, so this one is you're gonna have your car payment in the 5/27, the May 27th date, because it's going to come between May 27th and before June 10th. Okay, so if you have, let's say your car payment is 300, so you do minus 300, and then you can see that the debits it, and then you can take that and just go across there. And this is one of the best things about, and this is the whole thing that, like, when Joe and I were talking about this template, that Joe was really adamant about. He said that he knew exactly how much money he was going to have when he paid his car off, right? So he had like a year and a half left, and so let's just say, I have until the end of this year. Okay, so my last car payment is going to be December 9th, or December 5th, 2000. Actually, it'll need to be here. See how I did that? Because it's between December or 11/25 and December 5th. And some of these will be off a little bit. Okay, so just don't worry about that. But yeah, so he could forecast all the way out and say, okay, well, this is exactly, once I pay my car payment off right now as it stands, I will have $26,580. Okay, if there's no other expenses. So that's pretty cool, that you're able to forecast that out, and then you see a jump $300 a pay, from there, and that's really exciting, because you're all of a sudden you have more money, to work with. Okay, and now let's say you go to the ATM. I go to the ATM on a weekly basis, a bi-weekly basis. So I would put in bi-weekly. I would change it to bi-weekly. And then let's say I get $200 out for cash. Okay, so this one is an every week expense. Whoops. So just put it in there, and this way, the reason I get cash out is so I don't have to use my debit card. It's just easier to keep track of and that sort of thing. I don't use credit cards because I believe they're dangerous and they are not a good, not the best thing for people. So so that's something. And then you've got your you know, if you give to the church, you've got clothes, all these different things that you can you know, you can use if you need them, right? If you pay the Easy Pass, if you don't, I don't have an Easy Pass because I don't really go anywhere, so I don't have to pay that. If I don't pay my gas like on different things, so I would change this to, like I said, Sirius. XM radio, right? If because I know I have that. My my wife has that. Okay, so that's something that you want to go for. Now, if you, let's say you get your tax return, and you all of a sudden get like an addition of $3,500, right? Because you got your tax return. You put that in the miscellaneous deposit one, and then it goes up. Okay, and you just see that it runs all the way through. So it's a really, really amazing template that you can, you know, that's very, very powerful. All right, so if you think, the last thing I wanted to talk about was if you go to the miscellaneous, okay, this bar, this row here, this is really important because this is where, like, if you have sort of these random transaction that you can't use the debit card. I mean, you can't use cash, but you, like, if you shop on Amazon, right? Right now, everyone's shopping on Amazon because of the virus, and that's not going to change. I think, like, once this virus thing is over, people are going to still be you know, shopping online a lot more than they already do. So when you look at the miscellaneous, like let's say you have, like, I have Amazon Prime. Actually, that's a monthly expense, so I would put it in there. But let's say I bought my son a bicycle the other day off of Amazon. He's a little guy, so and I paid $137 for it. Okay, so I got a $137 charge, but in those 2 weeks, I add all the charges up. Okay, so I got $137, and then let's say I bought something for $13. I bought like I don't know, a wallet for $13. I'm just looking at my stuff here. So that means $150. So you subtract, I mean, you take out $150. Okay. Oops. You take out $150, and that way this blue bar, that tells you that during the pay period of May 13th, you took out $150 total in terms of miscellaneous. Now, if you have, let's say you get an oil change, and when you go to the oil change, you get, you know, you find out that you need new tires, right? So that all of a sudden, the oil change that was going to be $50 is now $650, right? And that happens. You know, those are the types of things. That's why I talk about, like, making ends meet, right? You never be able to make ends meet. You gotta think far beyond making the ends meet, and really think more positively. And then the next month, because you spend so much money on your tires, you kind of hold back the next month, and it becomes, you know, you spent $25 on, I don't know, something. Struck through. I don't know why this. So you just leave $25. Okay. So then you know that this bar is going to change on a monthly basis. Everything else should stay relatively relatively sound. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it at that, and what I'm going to do is when you download this, I'm going to leave this information here, and you can exchange out the information, and this will allow you to see exactly what I have, and exactly, you know, the examples that I've given you. Okay, so again, thank you very much for watching. If you would like a copy of this template, please, I've put a link in the description below. It's about the free what am I called? Financial well-being template. And, you know, definitely check that out. And you know, you'll get it in an email. You get a link to the Google Drive for the email. And that way you'll have this. You can download it. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know how valuable you're finding this thing. Like I said, this is extremely, extremely valuable. Something that I really, like, I can't even imagine, like, doing my finances without this thing. And I'm just so excited to have it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen share. But again, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you like what I have to say. Definitely download the app. I mean, the template. Give me a like or a thumbs up if you like what I have to say, and also comment below. And definitely share. I really would like you to share this, because this, I believe, is something that can help so many people and provide value to so many people, that I need your help in sharing it to your friends and neighbors. Okay? So thank you so much, and I will talk to you on Thursday. Have a great day.